Wild 94.1, the Bay's Party Station, wild941.com, Joey Franchize, Poppy Shampoo. And I never thought we go from the dining commons in college to being right here in a studio talking about your career and your story right now, man. I got G4shi in the building, my brother. This is right here is honestly a blessing and literally like a coming of age story, like right in front of me.
This is crazy. This is crazy, man. Man, first off, I want to say thank you, Joey, for playing my record before anybody. For those who don't know, Joey Franchize played my record on the radio before any DJ did in the world. So this is a big deal because you my homie, but at the same time, it was me and you trying to really get on, you know? So years later, for us to even like see the success we've seen together, it's just amazing. It's beautiful, man. So thank you for having me.
No, yo, thank you for being here, man, and I really appreciate your words, man, and not for nothing. Like I remember that day, like it motivated me, and I saw you in a state where you were trying to figure things out. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I always was.
And I remember that moment you said, "Yo, Joe, man, I want to make music," and I said, "Yo, you make music?" He's like, yeah, and ever since then, like, and then I saw bubbling. You know what I mean? Early in your career, you had the record with French Montana. You know what I'm saying? You had a project out at that time too, and you just progressed every time and never gave up, bro.
No stopping, man. I just feel like I've always felt like continuing is easier than quitting. You know, so it's just like I always felt like I had so much to prove too. You know what I mean? Like I might have the world tomorrow in my hand, and then I'd be like, nah, I need to get the moon. Like, I need to get the stars. Like, I just want it all, you know? So it's just like that mentality, I have this in my mental where I feel like the top has no top. You know what I mean? And I have to keep going because I just feel like an underdog. I always feel like people are always just like, So I always got to prove people wrong, you know? And that's just... And look now, like it's finally happening. Like I told people I was gonna get signed to Hove, and I signed to Jay-Z. I signed to Rock Nation Management. I told people that I was gonna, you know what I mean. I told people I don't want to talk about it now, but I told people that, you know what I'm saying, like that I was gonna sign. I told people I was gonna sign, and I had the biggest deal since the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So no artist gets the deal that I signed. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I partnered up with the people I partnered up with, and you know what I'm saying? It's not even about that. That's not the point here. The point here is you said I couldn't do it. I did it. And everything else you're saying I can't do, I'm going to do. And it's not even about being the #1 rapper anymore. It's more like I want to be David Bowie. You know what I'm saying?
Iconic.
I want to be Jay-Z. I want to be Ye. I want to be Eminem. I want to be Jimi Hendrix. I want to be Michael Jackson. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to be great. And that's what it's at. That's where it's at. That's where I'm aiming now. It's like I want to be Eminem. I want to be all the people that I think are great. And that's that. It's bigger than, oh, I'm a good rapper. It has nothing to do with that. Like don't look at me like that. Like just know that like the music I'm working on now, it's like it's somewhere that it's going somewhere that people are gonna be so surprised. Like what the hell? I didn't expect that from him. You understand what I'm saying? Like the music that I'm making now, it's like as if you put Kanye, Eminem, Cudi, George Michaels and Bowie, Toto, and it's like you took your favorite rappers and you put them with your favorite 80s artists and you blend them in together. That's what this new project's about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I took it. That I'm going to constantly take it to that level, and I'm going to constantly talk shit because people always say, oh, he talks like he's the best. He talks like he's so good, da-da-da-da-da. But did I prove it? Yeah. Am I constantly proving it? Yeah. So, like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Don't say anything anymore. Like, I'm doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you've spoken everything into existence.
Exactly.
Everything you talked about from years ago.
When I first met you, yes. I told you. Didn't I say I was going to sign Hov? Boom, it happened, right? I told you I was going to sign over $1 million. It happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now I'm going to win Grammys. I'm telling you that right now. It's going to happen. Like, unless like demons stop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some of these spirits be trying to stop everything I talk about. But I'm telling you, like, this is the truth. Like, I'm telling you right now that I'm one of the greatest musicians of our generation, period. And it's not so hard to do because there's so much garbage.
Right.
We have so much garbage out now that it's so easy to make a good song. I'm not a genius musician. I'm a good songwriter. That's all it is. I know how to make good songs. You know, my dad was a janitor at a label. And what he used to do was, this is a story I never really told anyone, so this is exclusive. My dad was a janitor at a label, and he would take all the CDs that they threw in the garbage and bring them home. So I'd get them like 6 months prior or 5 months. This is back in the day before Napster and shit like that. Before LimeWire, and you could download shit. We had CDs, and my dad would bring all the CDs to the house, and I'd listen to the CDs on the radio we had. I put the CDs in to play it, and then I do this thing where I circle the hit records, the singles, and I get them right every single time. So that's why I'm so good at writing music. When people ask me like, why is he so good at writing hit records? Because I learned that. I studied it. I studied the Backstreet Boys. I studied NSYNC. Say what you want. Like, they had hit records. I studied Britney Spears. I studied every pop record on the radio. I studied every rock record. I studied every rap record, okay? This is why I'm going to be a great. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm a genius. I'm not saying that I do music. I can make a beat, whatever. I don't play the piano, but I make hit records. That's all I'm saying.
That's deep.
That's
real stuff, man. I used to, and I'm not gonna front, like, I would do the same thing. Like, we would get these pink discs all the time at the station.
Yeah.
And it was like of songs that, you know, just a plethora of songs from God knows where.
Yeah.
All on one CD. And some of them never made radio, but some of them did. But I was always, you know, I'd at least get 3 out of 5. Or, you know what I'm saying?
How good is that? And that's what makes a DJ a dope DJ. Do you remember when DJs used to break records?
Right, remember that. In the clubs, too.
In the clubs. Like,
cats used to go to the tunnel with Flex and them, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, but you did that. Every college party, you'd play the records before they were hot. I told you that you did that.
I remember there was a song, Brooklyn Rock, one time. And you was like, yo, you have to have that.
Yeah.
And you just spazzed out when you heard it. I remember that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of cats, like, from the city that was there, like, that bugged out.
Dog. You played every single record before it was hot. That's what made you hot. Like, I feel like that was the dying end right there. That's when it died. Like, after that, no one did that again. Like, that's what makes you a dope DJ, Joey. Like, the fact that you always broke records. You had me, because I didn't have Shazam at the time, so I couldn't really Shazam it. I had to actually look stupid and ask you what record it was. Nowadays, when somebody plays a record I don't understand, I'll just Shazam it and pretend to know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look stupid.
Right.
But that's the thing. Is like, you do what you do. And a DJ, a great artist, and a great A&R all have to be able to do the same thing. And that's what separates greatness from average. Knowing at least 2 weeks ahead. That's that, or 2 months.
That's fly.
Yep.
G4shi here, Wild 94.1, man. Joey Franchize. For people that might not know, man, and I've had this conversation with people before as far as numbers are concerned.
Yeah.
Like, that's like certain numbers just speak to certain people, or is their life number, something behind it, something deeper. Yeah. Explain to people that don't understand the 4 in G4shi.
So, 2 numbers that always followed me my entire life was 4 and 23, number 23. I put a 4 in my name, actually. And it's crazy because, like, me and Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of us are in the 4. It's like the 4 thing, you know. But before I got into that, before I got into that business, I was born on October 4th, and before that, I played football, and it was weird because I was on the 4th floor, my room 4, my jersey 4. It was always like following me, and then I realized fourth quarter, when we were losing, fourth quarter. If you watch football, fourth quarter, everyone in the stadium throws their 4s up, stating the game is still going on, right? And it's not how you started; it's about how you finished. So I just feel like when people kept asking me, like, are you still doing the rap shit? Like, are you still doing that rap shit? Like, even like with like my aunt will come through and her kids graduated college and I dropped out. So she'd come over and stunt on my mom and be like, yeah, my son just graduated school. He's about to be rich. What's your son doing? Knowing that I wasn't doing shit, she still asked, you know what I mean? Just so she could stunt on my mom. And then she'd look over and say, hey, are you still doing that rap thing? And it's fours up. That's why I did fours up, because the game is still going on. It's not how you started. It's about how you finished it. I was going to finish strong. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the whole four thing happened, where it's like, I'm going to put a four on my name to remind myself it's been a messed up game, but you're going to finish strong because the game's still going on. You're not going to quit. You're going to finish this game. And life is a game. So it's not just about me. It's about whatever you do. If you're doing a radio, you're a DJ, are you still doing it? Yeah, it's fours up because the game's still going on.
Right.
And also, when you watch the Olympics or whatever, it's always the number one, the number two, who is so close but still lost, the number three, who nobody cares about. And that's the end, right? Four is the new one. So that's why I put the four on my name. And because I feel like it always reminds me that I'm the underdog and I'm the new number one. So that's why I put four on my name. And that's that.
That's deep. So don't ever call him G4shi ever in your life.
Exactly. That shit's so annoying, dog. I hate that shit.
I hate how you have to correct some people, man.
Nah, because like I just did Moonrise Festival in Baltimore. We killed that shit. Me and DJ Zeke, we bodied that shit. I got off the stage and all the kids ran up to me like, G4shi, G4shi. And I looked at my manager like, yo, is this really happening to me right now? Like, is it? And he was like, yo, you might consider changing your name. I'm like, nah, hell no. I'm changing my name because you know what? This is another step. This is another challenge. Work hard enough where you do not need to change your name. They know your name. That's it. You know, it's like the idiot in who says Versace. It's Versace. Like, you know. Yeah. So if you're going to say G4shi, it's like G4shi, like whatever. Like, I don't care. But get it right if you want to be hip. And if you want to look lost, then just say G4shi.
I want to touch upon there's a lyric in Rose Gold, arguably one of my favorite records that you put out, because there's a part in that song where you say, I hope that
I hope I make it before
my parents die.
Yeah,
like
man.
That shit touched my heart, son. Like just that line alone. Because I remember exactly where I was before I came here.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what am I gonna do? Is this radio thing gonna pan out?
Doesn't work out. Yeah.
And I literally looked at my I heard that record, I had it on repeat.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had that shit on repeat, and just that line alone, like I just thought about my moms, I thought about my parents, and just like I gotta do something. And like, you know what I mean? My father can't never turn off his app, listens to me or whatever on the air. So it's just like, and my mom's always like happy for me and happy to brag and you know and just happy to talk about me, you know, in such a positive light. So just that record alone, like how from making that transition to leaving school to pursuing the rap career, how supportive was the family in there? Because I know you're very tight with the fam.
Man, my man, like the thing is like, my mom is my best friend. You know, people say, oh, he's a mama's boy. I don't care. My mom is my best friend. My dad is my best friend. Sometimes I curse at them and I catch myself like, whoa, chill out. Like sometimes I'd be like, nah, that's come on. You know what I mean? Like we curse at each other sometimes. Because they're my best friends. And, you know, they like, man, like they put me through so much. And my mom always believed in me. Like, people say, like, how did you get here knowing that your parents ain't got no money and you ain't have no connections? Like, I truly believe my mom's prayers got me here. Like, if it was for my mom's prayers, like, I would not be here at all. Like, my parents allow me to stay at their crib sometimes and, like, you know, feeding me and stuff like that. And just, like, man, that like, changed everything, dude. If I ain't have my family, like, I would not be here without my parents. I would not be here, dog. Like, damn, like, if they like abandoned me completely, I would not be here, dog. Like my dad and my mom bust they behind to get me where I am, you know. And you know, when I said that line was, man, like I just really wanted them to like see me, like making it, like seeing me, because they're so worried for me. You know what I'm
The
saying?
same
I
here.
dropped out. They're just so worried about me. But it's like, I'm on. I'm on, dog. I don't give a damn about nothing else. Like, you cannot tell me nothing else. I'm on. I've made more money than my parents. I've made more money than anyone in my family tree ever. I'm on, dog. You cannot say anything to me. In the most humble way, you cannot say anything to me. In these 2 weeks, I'm on, dog. I'm on. And I'm mad I ain't wearing my rose gold Rolex. I'm on, dog. And you cannot tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I said that line, and they got a chance to see it. You understand? And bro, I'm so fucking, oh man, I'm so blessed, dog. Like,
You understand how happy I am, dog?
yeah,
Like, this
man.
is like
bro, I'm happy
seeing
too.
like your best friend go to the pros, man, and just finally
man,
get
thank
it.
you, dog. And you know what?
what I mean?
It means so much to me because, like, you know, again, like, I'm not where I want to be. Like I said before, I'm never satisfied, right?
This is just
It's just getting started, right? But the thing is, I want to be the greatest. Like, I really want to be a great. It has nothing to do with competition. It has nothing to do with anything. I just want to push myself as a human being and say, damn, I died knowing that I pushed myself to the limit. Because you chase money, you're like, oh, money, money, money. But it's not even about the money. Money never made you cool, period. Cars never made you cool. Clothes never made you cool. Girls never made you cool. These things did not make you cool. What makes you cool is who you are, and what makes you cool is your talent and the things you could bring to the world that could change the world and make people happy. That's what makes you cool. And I feel like that's where I'm at now. I'm done with the bum phase. Like, I passed the bum phase. You cannot call me a bum anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Because if we talking accounts now, like, it's crazy because, like, it took me to get this much money in my account for me not to care what I look like anymore. Like, I used to look so rich and have nothing in my pocket. And now I just wear one T-shirt and one pair of sweats with, like, look at, oh, Nike sent me something. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm putting on the Air Maxes. Like, you bust your behind so hard to be able to afford your favorite things just to get them for free.
Right. I swear to God, I had this conversation with
You know
somebody
what I'm
today.
saying?
I said the more money you make, the more free stuff you get.
Exactly. Like,
Or the more popping you get, the more free stuff you get.
Shout out to Rock Nation, man. They make sure that I'm always good. Every time I'm at the building, they always, or whatever, like, you know, Rock Nation calls me like, oh, another package came for you, Adidas, or, you know, Fila, or Puma, or Nike, whatever. Like, they always send me something, and it's just like, I'm blessed. Like, I'm truly blessed. Like, you know, I used to be in Tunisia, right?
Yeah.
Because I traveled the world. I was born in Africa. I traveled. It's a continent. I was born all over the place. I was raised all over the place. I said born. I was raised all over the place. And it felt like, you know, I remember being in Tunisia, looking out the window. We were at this garbage hotel, and I looked out the window, and I remember it was, because everybody was in school. I wasn't in school. I remember looking out the window, and I see kids going home from school. And I remember seeing the Nikes. It was like, you see the Nikes, you saw the sneakers, and they were so beautiful. And I could talk to you about this because you a sneakerhead, and I don't know anyone more of a sneakerhead than you. So, you know, you see the Nikes and how beautiful they look. And I looked over at my dad, and he was talking to my mom. I said, Daddy, can I get those sneakers? Like, why? I ain't have no pair of sneakers. I had sandals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I looked at the sneakers. And I said, can I have those? And I looked in his face, and he looked so mad. And now that I'm older, I realized he couldn't afford them. That's why he was mad at me for asking him that. He wasn't mad at me for asking him that, and he didn't want to do it. He was mad at himself because he couldn't afford that, you know? And years later, all these things happened to me. And now I'm giving sneakers away, dude. Cousins are coming over. They're like, I'm a size 12. So my cousins come over. They're like, I'm not even your size. And I'd be like, yo, put double socks on. Take them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, you really get to a certain position in your life where you accomplish all these things that you always wanted. And then you realize materials don't mean nothing. Nothing means, all this stuff is all in your head. I don't need the Rolex. I got the Rolex and I don't even wear it. Why did I talk about it?
Right.
All these things don't mean nothing. That's what I'm trying to, like, explain. Like, it doesn't mean anything. You know what it means? It means family. Mom, dad, sister, brother, things that you cannot buy, these things that mean everything, friendship, family, memories, these are all money. Money makes those memories better. Like I want to go to Disney World, you know, and things like that. But it's like you get into a point where it's just like, okay, cool. Like money is cool, but it's not everything. And that's where I'm at. Like I'm starting to get into that phase where it's like waking me up, where it's like I always wanted these things and now I'm finally getting them. And it don't make me as happy as when I take my mom out. It doesn't make me as happy when I buy my dad stuff. So that's where I'm at now. And I want to put this album out, and I want to see people's faces change. And that's what matters now. Like I'm not chasing money. I'm chasing my dream.
Right.
And that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So Rose Gold is an incredible record, and no one's heard it yet because it's still new. And I feel like I can't wait for the world to say they know that record. You know what I'm saying? I might do this thing with Complex where we go buy a Rolex.
Okay, yeah. Just like they do it, like how they do this sneaker shopping.
We're gonna do the Rolex thing where I go cop the Rolex just to show my fans like this shit can actually happen. So I might just go buy. I might just go buy another one. Yeah.
Why not?
Just to do it. Yeah.
I want to talk to you too. Like, I mean, you were last year. You made it. You DJ Snake highlighted you on his album.
Crazy.
One of the only like new artists, you know what I'm saying, a new artist being on his album. You had a record with.
I was the only artist.
Yes,
that was not signed.
Yeah, exactly that too. An unsigned artist on DJ Snake's album.
Blessings.
And how much of a blessing has he been into helping with your movement?
Joey, man, that's DJ Snake's been my best friend, bro. Like I was at the hospital. I always have these weird, like, okay, you know, like the first time I played on Hot 97,
yeah,
I was gonna quit music, like a few days before. Saturday, the Jordan 3s came out, so I said I got fired. I grabbed my last check and I said to myself, I'm gonna buy the Jordan 3s, or I'm gonna release this record that I'm gonna go record with this money. So I released that record, and then, another weekend comes through, and the record is like making noise on Twitter, whatever. I'm like, what? And then like I got fired, and I'm like, I'm about to drive my mom to work that night, and Rosenberg played it on the radio. And I pulled over and I cried, and I was like, damn, like what? Like I was supposed to quit. Like why I'm on the radio? I was gonna quit again, and then I'm on MTV. Busta Rhymes is telling me that I'm dope. What? Like
I remember that, yeah.
It just keeps pulling me back. Like as soon as I'm about to quit, it keeps pulling me back. Every time I try to leave, it keeps pulling me back.
Yep.
That's what's going on, like with this game. Like it keeps pulling me back every time. So the DJ Snake situation was, I was like, damn, this is rock bottom. It's like I thought it was gonna happen, it's not happening. I was in the hospital with my mom, and DJ Snake hit me up talking about, oh, I'm flying you out to Vegas. I gotta talk to you about something. I'm like, what? This is BS.
Just like that.
No way, yeah. So like DJ Snake being like the #1 DJ in the world, like I get the call. I fly out to Vegas first time ever. I meet Snake and whatever, and he's like, you my favorite artist. I'm like, yeah, are you like bugging? Like he's like, no, dog, you my favorite artist, bro. And I said, man, this is crazy to me. Like, I started tearing because like, yo, things don't go my way. And then next thing you know, I'm on DJ. I'm the only independent artist on DJ Snake's album.
With your own song.
With my own songs, yeah. Like me and him made the songs, you know what I'm saying? And I had my own song For Life on there. And then I had a song with me, Travis Scott, and Quavo. Like, we were the first people to put Travis Scott and Quavo on the record before they started doing a bunch of shit together. But like people don't know that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I get slept on so much that people don't ask me these questions. Like,
and even the thing with the 4, I remember you talked about that. And then Chance with the 3s. And,
yeah, like even with the 4
you had the 4 hats.
Yeah, the same way Chance had it. I used to wear a hat low every single day with a 4 on it. Like, oh, you trying to be Chance? Like, I love Chance the Rapper. I love what he does. But like, fam, like I did that a long time ago. Like, we passed that. There's so much stuff that I did that people are like, oh, like you know, all these artists that are coming out now, like everything y'all doing, I've been done it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been done it. You know, it's like, whoa, I had to slow down in order for me to get on. I had to slow down in order for me to get on. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to take my gold teeth out in order for me to get on. I had to stop sipping lean in order for me to get on and stop doing drugs like the way I used to. Like I had to stop doing certain things that other kids are doing now to get on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I had to slow it down just so they could catch up with me. I was so ahead of my time. Like I was doing it. And now it's just like, damn. But to not get too much off topic, DJ Snake is my best friend now. I'm so happy to have him in my life. He showed me that, anything's possible. And he showed me that, he's the hardest working man I know. He's the only man I know that's more in the air than he's on the ground.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
What?
You ever seen his itinerary?
Yeah.
His schedule is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And how crazy, like him bringing you out on festivals?
Yeah, dude, he brought me and Future out to close Ultra. That was huge for me. He just brings me out. That's my big brother, man. Like, he looks at me and he's like, yo, you a star. He believes in me, dog. He's like, I feel like, like, he just believes in me just as much as I believe in me. And when you have friends that believe in you that much, those are your real friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. You know what I'm saying? That was a big, like, crazy turnaround in my life. I've always had these crazy turnarounds, Another turnaround in my life was Disrespectful.
Huge.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to California and I was like, oh my God, this is not working out again. And then what happened? I go to my friend's house, I had to take a shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. They're going to link me up with these dudes. Let me just go use their bathroom and, like, whatever. So I go take a shit. I come out, I hear this beat, and I run in, and I freestyle the record front to back. And then we put it out.
And we had Disrespectful.
30 million plays on Spotify without me signing.
Out of here.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tuma. Shout out to Austin Kramer. Shout out to Spotify. I'm so blessed. Spotify changed my life. And what Spotify did was it helped me put my parents into a house. My parents never lived in a house. My parents lived in an apartment for 16 years.
In Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn. 1-bedroom apartment, 5 of us for 16 years. Spotify was able to get me paid and as an independent artist, put my family into a house.
That's huge.
Dude, blessed. I'm blessed every time. What are we complaining about? There's nothing to complain about. I said, look, and Disrespectful, before I put it out, I said, it is what it is. Stacking these shits, got my mama a crib, doing this shit. I didn't get my mama a crib. 5 months later, I got my mama a crib. I said it. Call me an hour later, rappers.
We go back to speaking shit into existence.
Yeah, I said it. You get what I'm saying?
You called it. You call your shots, man. You call your shots, man. You calling glass every time.
I told my ex-girlfriend on the rhyme, I said, you said that I would never sign a Jay-Z. Didn't phase me. Took my last check, made who made me, and that it's just made me. Years later, I actually did. She's hitting me up. I'm blocking her. It's like a total reverse. It's like, dude, man, you got to figure out the universe. The universe works a certain way, and once you figure that out, that's all you need. The energy, it's so crazy, the fact that, Joey, I could text you right now, and you won't hear my voice, but when you read that, you hear my voice in your head.
Right.
And you feel the energy through text. How crazy is that? The fact that a girl could text you right now, and you feel like a negative vibe, and she's like, and how'd you feel it? You read it. There's no emotion in text.
And there's nothing.
Because energy's real.
Yeah.
So that's how you know. Once you learn how to control energy and what you put out, you get, bro, as corny as that sounds, that's real. I had to figure that out. And I finally figured out the world. And now I'm like in a position where I don't know what's next for me. I don't know. Nothing's promised. I'm prepared, but I ain't where I want to be. But, yo, thank God I ain't where I used to be, dog. Shit. Look at you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy how both things happened for us, man. Both being in situations where we thought about leaving.
Yeah.
And it called us back, and it worked out for the better.
I know.
And that shit is what blows my mind at the end of the day.
It really.
It blows my mind that you even.
But like I told you before, like what's crazy? Like I used to see you on campus, right? And I always be like, "Yo, man, that dude is on." And he used to drive a hoopty.
Yeah, little red Civic, little hatchback.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yo, that dude's on." You know why? Because he drove the hoopty like it was a Maybach. You know, the kid would. You see Joey, you'd say he's on. Always fly. Every day, new different kicks with the dope hoodies, the dope jackets. Always carried himself like a star. If you want to be that, then you got to do that. You got to carry yourself away. Because if you settle for the whack stuff, when people show up with the whack stuff, they expect you to accept it because you're just a whack motherfucker. And if you carry yourself like, no, I deserve this, so when it comes, you prepared for it. That's it. I feel like my entire life is speaking things into existence and knowing who you are and working for it. And that's why I'm using you as an example, because I remember seeing you and saying to myself, wow, that kid's on. Like, he's so popping. And now you popping. You understand? And you're going to continue to get popping. You're going to continue to kill the game. That's because you always carried yourself like that. You never changed. I've never seen you have a bum day ever. Like, it just is not, it's not in you to do it. Right. That's what greatness is. If you want to be great, you got to continue to carry yourself that way and continue to, don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let nobody try to tell you otherwise, because that's just negative vibes, negative energy. You know what I mean? I was just telling a homie on the other side, I said, if you can't do it and you never did it, don't tell me how to do it. That's that. Facts. Period. And that's that. Joey, you really, bro, you one of the greatest DJs out here. Period.
That's deep. That's that. I really appreciate that.
No, I mean that. I'm not saying it because I'm here. It's the truth. I told everybody I'm not doing no more interviews. Okay, and it's not because I'm special or anything. I just don't want to do interviews no more. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, and it's gonna kill my brand. But I feel like if I'm gonna do an interview with somebody who I feel is one of the greatest to do it, then I have to. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that. Yeah.
And I appreciate that, man.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
And we with G4shi, man. Wild 94.1, Joey Franchize here, man. And you know, talking about, you know, feeling like you're the best, looking like you're the best. You know what I'm saying? Being treated like you're the best. You commanded that in an office recently, and it went viral.
Yeah, that's crazy,
so
right?
Talk to me about
this, my God,
man.
man. So recently, I was at a label meeting, and I played my album, and you know what? People felt like there's a lot of comments on like, oh, I hope he got the deal. Why he do that? Why is he fiending for a deal? First of all, I always say this. I play my music and I dance and turn up for anybody. My mom, her friends. You know, I had a delivery dude deliver my sesame chicken. I wanted him to hear a beat that I hopped on, and I had him listen to it.
Right.
That's just me. That's just who I am. And that's how I will always be, and it's never going to change. You know what I mean? I'm not pretending to be somebody. Anyway, I went to the label meeting. I played my record. I turned up, and I didn't want to post the video, but for some reason I just did. Like, something told me to do it. I was like, all right, you know what? I like show people like.
Let people know, man. You ain't to be messed with, man.
Here's a day of my life.
This is what's going down.
So I uploaded the video, and man, like we almost at like 300,000 views already. And made every other social media. Overall, they got 4 million views in 2 days.
Live.
I jumped 50,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? It's continuing to grow organically because people are starting to finally see that this is not a gimmick. This is exactly who I am. This is really who I am. I'm not. You know me, Joe. Even when I was dressed like a bum, you know I carried myself a certain way.
I knew you wasn't.
Yeah.
From where we was at, I knew you wasn't from around.
Exactly. And like you know, I had the colors on point. Like, right. Come on, dog. I'd go to Marshalls and get all the polos to make sure that I, you know what I'm saying? And you're not on top all the time. You know what I'm saying? That just comes to show you, like, you don't enjoy it while you're here because you're not gonna be on top all the time. Like I said. I was going to Marshalls for the polos. Like, what? Like, you would not catch me dead in Ralph anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You're not hot forever. But the point I'm trying to make is, you know, while I'm here, you're going to know this is not me pretending. This is not me making it up. We are trying to be great. Can we please be great?
Let's be great.
Because I don't want to say I'm great because it doesn't sound right when you say it. I want people to say that I'm great without me saying it. Can I please be humble? I want to sit down and be humble. I want to so bad. But I keep hearing people trying to play me, so I need to constantly be like this, which is terrible. I want to get to a point where I don't want to talk anymore. Just respect me. Respect me for what I do. Respect my craft. Like, damn, he actually makes music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Travis Scott came in the game. People played him. People said, oh, Travis Scott is a fake Kanye. Travis Scott is a fake Cudi. Travis Scott is a fake Ian Connor. He wants to be dressed like A$AP Rocky. Travis Scott, his ad-libs sound like Future. They always try to play you. Who's like one of the dopest artists out right now?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. But you said all that. Y'all got
a little while ago, everybody was trying to play
y'all got so mad at
minute.
him for kicking the camera guy off his stage. Oh, he's not Kanye. What he's doing?
Nah,
he's
man.
not Kanye. What is he doing? What now?
Right.
What do you got? Every fucking festival has Travis Scott #1 on it. What now? What are you guys talking about? What are we talking about? This is how you need to be. If you want to be great, you can't pretend to be great. You have to be great. You have to live it 24/7, 365, every single mother.
Believe
day.
it and they will.
That's it. But you need to do it every single second. Right. I can't be great right now, walk out of here and not be great anymore. It just does not work like that. This is who I am. I'm not pretending to be. So at that video you saw, me at the label, me turning up, that was me at perfect form. You know when you watch the Discovery Channel and you see the lion and he's feasting for his family and he's going in and you get scared a little bit, you're like, holy shit, that felt so real. Gotta step away from the camera a little bit, from the screen. You know what I'm saying? That was me at perfect form, telling you this is what I do. Turned up.
And you played a new album.
And
did you play most of the album or the entire album?
I played the entire album for the squad.
Now, you show me the track listing and the artists on there.
Okay, cool. So this is my track listing. This is you know what I'm saying? This is exclusive. I'm not going to drop the features on it because
okay, cool.
I might,
that's
you know
fine.
What I'm saying? I got to clear them first. So I got the first record called Greatness, second record called No No No, which you heard on that clip when I played it for the label. Third record is Disrespectful, which is killing. Thank you so much, Wild, for playing it. 24 Hours featuring somebody else. YouTube Comments. YouTube Comments is going to be one of my personal records. It's me just reading YouTube comments, negative comments about me, online. Then YouTube Comments transfers, goes into the song called Empty Inside. Then another record called Never Forget. Then I got the song Dollars featuring one of the artists I was talking about just now. Turn Me Down, My Way, Born Alone, 1984, Never Give Up, Mama featuring my best friend, 4th of July featuring one of my homegirls and one artist that's killing it right now. His name starts with a K and it's not Khaled. And Disrespectful featuring one of the biggest inspirations I feel of the youth. His name starts with an A. And one of the artists that I feel influenced me and I met him first, whose name starts with an F. And that's that. That's the album. It's called Honesty Saves Time.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too, man. I'm going to send it to you.
Now, that's the album. And you talk about Stairs 2. I know you had Stairs 1 a
little
while
so
ago.
Stairs 1 and Honesty Saves Time is Stairs 2,
okay,
you know?
It's Stairs 2.
I'm going to call it Stairs 2, Honesty Saves Time. You know what I mean? So that's that.
I can't wait. And no set date just yet.
Nope. No set date, no nothing.
But the list is set.
The list is set. Yeah, that's the list right there. I just told you. And I'm excited to drop my second album. I feel like, you know, the first album was an EP, and this is an actual album. So that's that. Yep.
We'll be looking forward to it, man.
I'm excited.
My brother, I appreciate you for being here, man.
I love you guys, man. I love you, Joey Franchize. You, my brother, and I wish you nothing but greatness for the rest of your life, not just this year, next year, for the rest of your life. And thank you so much for helping me get here. And I pray you always are blessed and happy and health. And I'm going to pray for you. Thank you.
Yo, I'm going to do the same, man. And thank you for continuing to help motivate me from beginning to now. Man, yeah, come on, man. Like,
blessings.
You know, man. It's
man.
all love here, baby. Wild
it's wild out here, man. We wildin'.
Fours up.
Fours up, man. Bless. Thank you.